Hi, everybody. My name is Sable Robinson, and I am one of the assistant directors here at Purdue University Fort Wayne. I am here with our student workers. They're actually called STARS. We're not arrogant or anything. It just stands for Student Admissions Representatives, and they are our tour guides. We call them our $1 million salespeople because when you come to visit our campus, these are the students who walk you around. They tell you about their experience here, and they help recruit you guys to our campus. So to start off this presentation, I'm just going to give you a quick little PowerPoint presentation, and then we're actually going to have Q&A with our students. So I'm going to ask a couple questions, and if you have any questions to ask, you can put it in the Q&A section, and I'll try my best to get to them. So give me 1 second as I share my screen. So welcome to Don Nation. And yes, that is a mastodon. That is not an elephant. We are very proud of that. I know a lot of people are like, hey, is that a mammoth like off Ice Age? No, once again, that is a mastodon. And we are actually the mastodons because we have mastodon bones on our campus that was gifted to us from a farmer not far from here. And hence we took that mascot. But fun fact, we are the only mastodons in the United States. So when you become a Don, you become a part of an exclusive group of people. FYI, because it's only us. So, and I say us because I'm a proud graduate. Hey, just putting that out there. So, as we go, we'll talk about some tuition and fees. Our tuition and fees for the upcoming year is $8,730. That is before scholarship and everything else, and that is for the entire year. This is for our in-state students, so everybody in Indiana pays this cost. And we have some counties in Ohio that's really close to the border that also pays this. We do have MSEP and contiguous states rates. It's a discounted rate, meaning like states like Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, even like Wisconsin and Minnesota, they will have a discounted rate for going to our school. Along with that, we have out-of-state tuition, which is about $20,961. But that's for people like, if you like from California, Florida, Oklahoma, you have that. But I'm pretty sure most people on this webinar are from Indiana, so you're in the first row. And then we also have housing. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that later, but we have some of the best student housing because we don't have dorms. We have apartment style living. So that means, yes, you get your own room. That's actually the reason why I came here, and I've never regretted it since. So just putting that out there, like I said, I'll talk to you more about it later. Now, we do give out scholarships, though. Our scholarships range due to your GPA and test score. We do understand at this time that a lot of people are not able to take the SAT or ACT, but those dates are opening up now. So we would encourage you to take that so you can get a scholarship from us. And one of the greatest things about our scholarships are that they are renewable. So you will get them every year you're here. We also accept all outside scholarships. So if you got a scholarship at your high school, from a local foundation, from a religious organization, or from a scholarship website, you can send all of that into us to take off of the top of your balance. I do want to remind you guys that FAFSA did open up in the beginning of October. So please make sure you fill it out. And after this presentation, if you do want to apply with us, please make sure you add us to your FAFSA. And our code is right here at the bottom. So it's 001828. And I would just encourage you, the sooner you do it, the better, because it'll just be one more thing marked off your list. So then we'll talk about academics. At our school, we have 5 different colleges. The first college is College of Arts and Sciences. This is where I started and where I ended. Yes, I started as biology. Me and chemistry did not get along, you know, conversions and everything. And then I changed to communication. So now I get to use my major every day. I get to talk to new people. I get to talk to students and help them through the college process. But as you can see, College of Arts and Sciences is our largest college with all of the different sciences. You even have English, general studies, and then you have social sciences like psychology and sociology. So then you have the Dormer School of Business. These are all of our different concentrations. And one of the cool things about our school right now are we are expanding, and we're actually getting a new building across the street that has been renovated, and that is where our business department is going. So you can do business as a whole, or you can do like accounting, business economics, management, marketing, finance. So you have those options. Also, I think we are AASCB accredited. So that's a great accreditation, just to put that out there. And we have the College of Professional Studies. I do know I have a couple of my students on here that are housed in here. Sydney was in the College of Arts and Sciences because she was in Spanish. We do have a hospitality, a hotel and resort tourism management major. So that's under hospitality management. We also do have a healthcare major. They're under the College of Professional Studies right now. And then we also have the School of Education. We are very different from a lot of schools in our area because we have early childhood education. So that's some like your daycare age children. You also can do elementary education, middle school, and secondary. And when you do secondary, you will actually dual major. And I believe that's what Sydney's doing. She dual majors in Spanish and education. So you'll get 2 degrees. Along with that, we are one of the few who have middle school education. And with a lot of these, you can actually add a special education licensure to go with it. So just in case you're interested in that. So then, of course, we have the College of Engineering, Technology, and Computer Science. So John is in here. He's in computer science. We have civil engineering, computer engineering, electrical engineering, and I said computer, electrical, civil, and mechanical. Boom, there we go. We have the 4 different ones. And we also have the School of Polytech. So these are the students who are still with the engineering program, but they're a little bit more hands-on. And I know, Tyra, I didn't forget about you. You was in biology, co-ed, sorry. So she's in bio. She was back there where I was. She was strong enough to stay. So that's great. But last but not least, we have the College of Visual and Performing Arts. So with this, we do have artistic majors. So we have art and design. You could do ceramics. You can do graphic design, photography, sculpture, all that cool stuff. We even have interior design. Then we have a theater major. We actually do have a theater on our campus where a lot of our students take acting classes and they help design the set and do directing classes and things of that nature. And then we are Purdue's only school of music. So if you're interested in music, you should come here. We have music industry, music technology. We actually have a partnership with a place called Sweetwater, which is like the world's largest retailing business to send like things like guitar amps and microphones and things of that nature. We actually have part of our campus. We have classrooms there now. So that's really nice. We have recording productions, songwriting and performance. And we are one of the only public universities in Indiana to have music therapy, which is literally therapy through music. So that's kind of a big deal as well. So our student housing, like I told you, it's quite wonderful. These are just some pictures of how it looks. So the picture over here to the top right, that's the clubhouse. They have a ping pong table, they have a pool table, they have a foosball table, they have a place where you can watch movies. Outside there is a grill. We have a stand volleyball court. We have 2 basketball courts. You have computer labs throughout. In your room, like I told you, you have your own room. It comes with a full-size extra long bed. You have a desk, drawers, and a closet. Everybody has their own closet, and you will never share a bathroom with more than 1 person, which is awesome. So no horror stories of community bathrooms. You don't have to worry about that. And also, depending on how you want to do it, you can have your own bathroom, so you won't share with anyone. You do have a fully equipped kitchen, as you see up here, top left. It comes with an oven, a stove, a microwave, a full-size refrigerator, and a dishwasher, just in case you don't want to wash dishes. That was my least favorite chore. So you have that. And then you have a living room area down here. It's on the left to the bottom. That shows you it comes with a couch and chairs and end tables. All you need to do is bring like decorations if you want and a television. So some of the other things it includes is you have cable and internet included. Your utilities are included, and you are all on individual leases. So that means if something happens with your roommate, it has nothing to do with you. That is none of your concern. We have 24-hour maintenance and security. So we do not just have a security team. We actually have Fort Wayne police officers who surveillance our university, and they're always there on call. They can help you like jump your car. They can help you get your keys out. They can escort you to housing if you ever feel unsafe. There is a 3-lock system, so you have to get into your building, then you get into your apartment, and you can even lock your bedroom door for even more privacy. Last but not least, well, you do have free laundry. I'm a little jealous. It used to be $1 to wash and $1 to dry. It's free now, so congrats to you guys. And we have a CVS on the corner. So you literally don't even need a car. If you need to make a quick run to the store, it's right there, along with the Jimmy John's and a Hungry Howie's, which is a pizza place. Now you can walk or bike to campus, but also you can have your own car. There is here at our school, even as a freshman, you can bring your car and there's no extra cost for parking. So that's a really fun thing too. Now for campus life, we do have more than 1,500 free events on campus. Please go to them. They are free, so you should enjoy them. You also help pay for them with your tuition. Go meet people. Get the free like sweatpants and t-shirts and cups and blankets and little stuffed animals, whatever they have. Go get it. I have enough t-shirts to make 2 blankets. So do that. It's fun. We have over 100 different student clubs or organizations. If there's a club or organization you do not see, you can create it. Then we have the National Student Exchange Program and Study Abroad Program. Now, of course, right now during the pandemic, we're not doing those things right now, but afterwards, we do have more than 200 different opportunities in the United States and Canada to go to different schools. And the greatest thing about this is that you will still be getting your education. You just get to choose to do it at a different place. Also, your scholarships would apply and everything else, however else you're paying for college. And it will be basically the same price as if you were right here in Fort Wayne. We have 500 different opportunities for the study abroad program. So go. Like people going to Japan and places in Europe, Morocco, and Africa. There's just a bunch of places you get to go to, which is exciting. We do have work study jobs, and as you can see, one of them will be the STARS program. So work study comes on your financial aid package, and it just lets you know that the federal government will give you money where you can get paid through these jobs, which is really exciting. Or you can like work in the library or intramural sports or with your actual major. So you have different options that you can go through. And in the beginning of every year, we usually have a on-campus job fair. So you can find out your options. And then we have 14 NCAA Division I team sports. You get to go to all home games for free. A lot of them are right here on our campus, but some of them are played at the Memorial Coliseum, which is less than like 5 minutes away. It's just a larger place, like where some of our D sports play. Like we have the Comets, which is our hockey team. We have the Manettes, which is Fort Wayne's basketball team. In downtown, we do have a baseball stadium called the Tin Caps. But you can go there to watch the game, and that is still free for you. And we have free fitness classes, tutoring, and parking, like I told you earlier. So I just want you to get a snapshot of our university. So if you're thinking about applying, possibly, I would take a picture of this slide because it tells you where to apply. You just need to send your transcript and test scores in. And like I told you, do your FAFSA. Make sure you do that. And if you have any questions, you can contact me. That's my work cell, my email, and my work text number. So I'll give you a second if you want to take a pic. And then we're going to mosey on to our special guests. So today we have McKiley Hannah, we have Sydney Jennings, we have Jasmine Morris, John Pollard, and we have Tyra Gordon. So we're going to go, I'm going to let them introduce themselves. I just wanted to put them on the PowerPoint because we just took these professional pictures. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves and then I'm going to ask some questions. So give me 1 second as I stop sharing. Okay, so Sydney, go ahead. You go first.
Hi, everyone. Like Sable mentioned, my name is Sydney, originally from Indianapolis. I'm a current senior. My majors are Spanish and secondary education.
Okay. And while you're doing that, can you tell me why you chose to be a star?
Okay. I chose to be a star because I wanted to better my, public speaking skills. And with being a star, this is my second year. I've definitely been able to do that. I think public speaking is a tool that you need, in your day-to-day life, but especially with a lot of different majors now.
Okay. What about you, Tyra?
Hi, I'm Tyra. I am a junior here at PFW studying biology for my pre-veterinarian classes. And I'm originally from Frankton, Indiana. And then why I became a star. So we used to have someone that worked here that was named James. And before I even was at PFW as a student, I kept on bringing people, my friends, to PFW and just showing them around because I loved the campus so much. So I got offered the job before I even became a student. So it was awesome. And I have loved it ever since.
All right, John.
All right, hey y'all. My name is John. I am a junior here on campus in computer science, as Sable had mentioned, and I'm from the northwest suburbs of Chicago, a little town called Rolling Meadows, if you know where that is. If you don't, that's fine. Don't expect anyone to. And then I became a star because I wanted to meet a bunch of new people, as well as, like Sydney mentioned, work on public speaking, work on kind of starting conversations up with people because sometimes, like, that can be a little difficult figuring out some questions to just start asking someone that you've never met before. And so it's been a really great experience. It really has helped, especially with one of the internships that I just had this past summer. I had to set up some meetings with a bunch of people, and it definitely helped me to be able to start talking to them without having any sort of awkward silence in the middle of that. So it's been a really great experience.
Okay, and Jasmine.
Hi everyone, I'm Jasmine. My major is healthcare management with a minor in public policy and psychology. I'm originally from Indianapolis, Indiana. I am a junior, and the reason why I became a star is basically what Sid and John said, basically for public speaking and to get out of my shell a little bit. So that's the reason why I became a star, and I really love it. So I'm glad I chose it because it helped me a lot with public speaking and in the field that I am in and talking to individuals too.
And last but not least, McKaylee.
Hi guys, my name is McKaylee Hannah. I am an HTM major, Hospitality Tourism Management. I'm from Alexandria, Indiana, and I'm a senior. I became a star because I fell in love with the campus. I really liked my tour guide when I took a tour, and so I was like, man, I could do that. And it really helped me branch off because I was super shy when I first came, and now I feel like I'm like a totally different person. I can just like start up a conversation with anybody, and I feel more confident about myself than I ever have before. So I think the STARS program from that, and yeah, I just love Purdue Fort Wayne. So.
And one more thing to add about these students, these students are actually a part of the board of the STARS program. So there are leaders actually. So we have 2 lead stars, that is John and Jasmine. So they help coordinate meetings, they schedule people, they make sure they get all the communications out to them to tell them where they need to be and what they need to do. Sydney is our social media coordinator, so she's over our Instagram and other social media platforms. McKaylee is our engagement coordinator, so she helps with like icebreakers and getting people to come speak with us and just to make sure we stay together as a group. And then Tyra is our traditions coordinator, so she gets to come up with different things that we can do each year that stars can look forward to. So for instance, we're about to have Stars Giving. So we'll have everybody come together, we'll eat, or like our Christmas party or things of that nature. So the first question, what is the one thing you knew before coming to college? Oh, I know, right? Go ahead. Anybody can start. John.
I think I've got a good one for this. The one thing that I knew that I would definitely have to know before coming to college, I guess I'll say 2 things. How to do my laundry. That was a huge one. Because no one's here to do that for you anymore. You got to know how to do that yourself, as well as how to use a dishwasher. Um, that was something that I've had a couple of roommates the last couple of years who haven't known how to use that, and so I've taught them how to do that. And so it's just kind of a helpful little skill, something that you might not really think of, but it's helped me out a lot in the long run.
Okay. McKaylee.
For me, one thing I knew coming into college is I had to put myself out there is because I was coming from somewhere further away. I didn't know anybody coming in, so I knew that I would have to like get myself out of my comfort zone because I had like this small group of friends in high school that I stuck with, and now I wasn't going to have that anymore. So I knew that I had to make friends and just be able to get myself out of my comfort zone and my shell that I was used to.
Okay, Tyra.
Yeah, definitely going off of what McKiley said. I'm a very extroverted person, but I had to get myself out of my shell to go to events as well and just get to know people. And I've met some of the best friends. I mean, all these people on here are one of my like best friends ever. So just getting out of your shell and doing that. I also know how to do laundry and cook and do dishwasher too, because I came home to a bubbly mess before for the dishwasher.
All right, Sid, I think you unmuted yourself.
I was just gonna say, I knew that I had to have somewhat of a solid study plan. I didn't really know I knew college was gonna be different than high school, but I didn't really know how much. So I knew that I at least had to have a solid study plan to kind of, start me off.
Okay, and Jasmine?
Basically going off of what everybody said, and especially what Sid said, making sure you have a set study plan, because I feel like that's important, because I feel like when you're in high school, it's very different when you're transitioning into something new, especially college. So just getting like you acclimated to that atmosphere will be like kind of scary but different. But like Tyra and McKiley and John said, like just getting yourself out there and don't be afraid to ask for help. That's what people I feel like are more scared of, is just to ask for help, because everybody will be there for you and they'll help you. So just asking for help, because people will be there.
Okay, well, let's merge to this next question of how do you make friends in college? Tyra,
Get out of your comfort zone. You have to go out and just go to the events that for our college, we have so many events at student housing and on campus as well. And if you just go to those and just mingle with people and such, you're going to get to know people, and you might even get free food or a free t-shirt or cup or something out of it too.
John?
I would
go ahead, Sid, go ahead.
Sorry. I would also say to find like at least one person in one of your classes to kind of, be your starting buddy. Because I feel with that, you can, text them, say, hey, do you want to go to this event? Or, hey, you want to, go to do this study group. So at least finding, I think, one person in a class will help you to kind of branch off and then to do things like Tyra said.
John?
Yeah, and so I'm gonna pick on Tyra a little bit here. So she is like my person who gets me to like go to events and stuff. So having someone like that is super, super helpful. But for me, like doing something where you get a little bit out of your comfort zone, but not entirely, also helps a lot too. So like you saw in the housing slides how we have the pool tables down the clubhouse. I really like playing pool. I'm decently good at it. And so like I would go down to the clubhouse and play pool with just like a bunch of random people, and you just kind of start to get to talking with them and making friends like that. That's how I really started off here.
McKiley?
For me, what I personally did is finding jobs on campus, because those people are usually the ones that the people who are working with you usually are the ones who are most motivated to go to other things on campus, like events and everything. So I have this job and then I have another job, and all of those people I would say are like some of the best friends I've met on campus. I found it kind of hard to make friends within my major, but that is definitely not the case for everybody. I think my major is just a little bit smaller, so there's less people. So I've definitely found getting a job on campus and making great friendships with them is the easiest way to make friends on campus.
Okay, Jasmine, sorry.
No, you're fine. I agree with what everybody said. I think me personally, how I met my friends was actually playing sand volleyball. I think that was my first instance of meeting people. So I would just say like doing stuff that like you guys enjoy doing, and basically what Tyra, John said and Macaulay said, like picking somebody that you wanted to go with events to, like, you know, if somebody like knows how to play volleyball, you can ask them if they want to play volleyball and they can go out and play with you. So yeah.
Okay, well, since we're talking about events and everything else, let's move to the next question. What activities do you do in college? Like, what's some of the things you do? And I'm going to start with Sydney first, actually.
What events do you do?
Who do you go to? Like,
so for our school specifically, we have a lot of like bigger events. So I know we just had like this fall festival. So we have this thing called the amphitheater. That's kind of like a outside stage where some of the students come and play. You can, you know, go and sing and stuff like that. We have like bonfire, those kinds of things. So those are the kind of things that go on like on our campus that are bigger. But I would say like individually, really anything. I feel like once you find, you know, like a solid 2 people, you know, you just really do anything at any time. Yeah.
okay, John.
For some reason, I had a feeling I was up next. Um, let's see. One of my favorite events, I actually just went to it the first time last year, is our Chancellor's Chili Cook-Off. And I think I saw flyers for it coming around again this year. So I'm really excited for that. And that is just like a whole bunch of people, different departments and offices on campus will like make different chilies and stuff, and they'll all compete. Students can go there for free. Just bring your student ID to sign in. And then they'll give you like a little food ticket, and depending on the event, they'll give you a little giveaway ticket. So last year they gave us these really nice ceramic mugs that like you could hold like cereal, oatmeal, stuff like that in, and then you can go around and try each of the department's chilies that they made and like vote on whichever one's your favorite. So that's definitely one of my favorite events.
Okay, Jasmine.
Oh, some of the events that I liked homecoming weekend personally, with like what Saba was talking about, where you can get like free sweatshirts and free sweaters. If you went to like the basketball games, you get like a giveaway ticket, and they gave you a choice between like sweatpants or a sweatshirt. So that was really nice. But all the events that we have there are really fun, and you get to meet a lot of people. So yeah.
Okay.
For me, my favorite event on campus is the root beer float social. So that's usually during the welcome week. I really love root beer floats, but I also have a really weird obsession with like cups. So I love the cups that we get every year. I love that. And then when I still lived in housing, I loved the housing events that the RAs put on. So I like to go into those as well.
Okay, and Tyra.
I don't think I can pick just one because there's so many here. I really like the late night breakfast. It's at later in the night. Take some time out of studying and such and just go. There's usually a huge line for it. There's worship nights. There's a lot. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I have no clue what just happened. Okay, but then there is also we had ice skating where it was downtown Fort Wayne as well, that Student Life put on. So that was a really neat thing to do.
Okay.
And I'm so sorry. Excuse me for that.
Fine. I'm a Kylie. I have a weird obsession for cups as well. I get it. So how did you pick your major, and how did you know it was right for you? Also, in this question, I would like to say if you did change your major, I don't think any of you have, but if you did, say how that works. Okay. So I'm going to start with Jasmine.
Oh, how did I pick my major? I think the reason why I picked my major is because I loved helping people. Because for so long, I thought about being a nurse, and no, I did not want to be a nurse anymore. So I was like, healthcare management was probably like the best fit for me. So I was like, and I can still enjoy talking to people and helping people. So I think that's how I picked my major.
Okay. And Tyra.
So I started off at biochemistry actually, but then I learned that I couldn't dissect as much. I know that's probably disgusting to you guys, but that is going to be my major for pre-veterinarian. So it is actually biology now. I've always known what I've wanted to do since I was little. In high school, everyone knew I was going to college and what I was going for. So I kind of already had it planned out, but I had a ton of friends that didn't know what they were going to do. And you just have to take one day at a time and just see what you're going to love, because if you love that job, you're never going to work a day in your life.
And Sydney.
So I started off Spanish and elementary education. I thought I wanted to, work with little kids, kindergarten, first grade. And with my specific major, they put you into classrooms from the very first semester. So I quickly found out didn't want to do that. So then I ended up switching to secondary education, and I found that I really loved high school. But kind of like Tyra, I just really always knew that I wanted to work with kids. I didn't really know in what area. And then I just been learning Spanish literally all my life. So it was kind of a no-brainer for me to do that in that area. But
Okay. Okay. You last, John.
Yeah. So for me, I didn't, mine's kind of a long story. I really have never known what I wanted to do. So I kind of in high school had like, because all my friends seemed like they knew what they wanted to do. My best friend always has wanted to be a dentist. One of my other friends, she wanted to be a nurse and whatever. So I was like, I've had this mental breakdown to my parents. I was like, I have no idea what I want to do with my life. Can you help me? So my dad just sat down with me and he looked up different majors and talked through them with me. And we got to hospitality and he was like, this actually seems like something you would like, because you like to talk to people, you like to help them and make them have a good time. And it's different. It's a different kind of helping people. And so that's just kind of how I got where I am. And I found out that I really enjoy working with people and making people happy. Not many people can say they like working in customer service, but I absolutely love working in customer service. So that's pretty much how I got there.
All right. And John?
All right, before I give my answer, Sable, I don't know if you have an answer to the question in the Q&A section.
Yep,
But
working on that.
I'll let you take care of that. Just wanted to make sure you saw it. How did I get to my major? It was a little bit of a journey too. I'm not gonna lie, I only figured out my major my senior year of high school, and I still like wasn't entirely sure about it. I thought that I wanted to be a mechanical engineer throughout high school. I was taking a lot of engineering classes, the PLTW stuff, if you know what that is, all those things. I did a class where like we handmade these high mileage vehicles and raced them, so it was like super cool stuff. But my brother was actually a mechanical engineering major. He graduated now and he has his own job in life and stuff. But when I saw him going through some of those courses, I was like, that's a lot of physics. And I am not a physics guy. So I was like, that is probably not for me. And so I talked with one of my cousins who is a computer science major. He's like crazy smart. He's got like 4 different degrees and then some master's degrees as well. Crazy cool dude. But he introduced me to computer science. I think it was over like winter break or something, my senior year. And so I just kind of looked into it. And then I decided, you know what, I'll try and take a class in this, like my second semester. And sorry, after talking with him and taking that class, I just kind of fell in love with it. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with computer science. You can work anywhere from Department of Defense to Apple to I worked at Chick-fil-A for a summer. Like anything and everything that you want to be, that you think you might want to do, you can probably do computer science with it. And so that's kind of how I made my way to that degree.
Okay. So I do see a question. What percentage of students live on campus? What percentage of students commute? So I would say we started off more heavily as a commuter college because we're right here in Fort Wayne and we're the second largest city in Indiana. I believe probably between about 15 to 20% lives on campus because I don't know the exact number of beds we have. But what I can tell you, so the rest do commute, but they commute from like Allen County and also areas around Allen County, not just from Fort Wayne. But with the living on campus for the last 3 years, because we have actually migrated and we recruit like in Illinois and Michigan and Ohio, we have been to capacity in our housing for the past 3 years. We've actually added a little bit more housing onto our school. And along with that, so yeah, we've added housing onto it and we've been full. And you get to choose, like I said, you get to choose your housing option that you want. But we have options where it's a 1-bedroom apartment. Now, our seniors or juniors, people who live here prior usually get to pick that. You can be a freshman and have it, but it's whoever lives here first gets to choose their bedroom first. So they're really scarce. So they might be gone. But if they're still open, you can choose it. And then we have 2-bedroom apartments and then we have 4-bedroom apartments. But we do have 13 buildings on our campus. So it's a good amount. But thanks for that question. And if anybody else has a question, please just post it in the Q&A. So, how is the Wi-Fi on campus? All right, John, go.
Yeah, I think I'll start with that, just being the techier person. On campus, it's really good. In housing, it's still good. It is a little bit of a different process to get hooked up with that, depending on what you're connecting, because our housing does, like, you can bring video game consoles, TVs, like all that kind of stuff, and there's a separate network that you can put those things on. But in general, the speeds are pretty good. I was downloading a Xbox game and I remember averaging around 100 megabytes per second, if that means anything to you. If it doesn't mean anything to you, it's pretty fast. So I would definitely say. And one of the cool things, if you're sitting outside, like we have some hammocks that we set up down our main walkway. We call it Mastodon Way. If you ever get a chance to look at campus, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That center walkway. You can like sit in those hammocks or sit on the tables out there, and you can still get the Wi-Fi from the buildings and whatnot. So you don't even necessarily have to be inside to get it to like and be connected and everything.
Well, I think you answered that very well. And does everybody else think we got good Wi-Fi? You could just put up a thumbs up. Good Wi-Fi. Yeah. All right. Cool. So, and if Wi-Fi ever goes out, our IT department tries to stay on top of it, and they email us, they give us updates and everything else, just to let you guys know. So I think like one of the last questions I'm going to ask to see if anybody else wants to pop a question into the Q&A is, what's your favorite way to pass time between classes on campus? And I'm going to start with Makylie.
For me, other than sitting in the admissions office and talking with my friends, going to probably Bonbons and getting a coffee, which is in the Engineering, Technology, and Computer Science building on our campus. It's a local coffee shop to Fort Wayne, so I like supporting local businesses. Or like John mentioned, our hammocks. If it's a good amount of time between my class, I'll try to hang out in one of the hammocks. I have fallen asleep in a hammock before, so don't lose yourself in it. But that's one of my favorite things to do.
All right, and Jasmine. I keep calling you J-Mo.
No, it's okay. Like Macaulay said, without like going to the admissions office and hanging out, I would probably say hanging out with my friends in the library and getting homework done. That's probably what I would do, like, mostly, so I can get caught up on my work, so I won't have a bunch of homework to do when I could get home.
All right, John.
All right, so one of my favorite spots is definitely the library, like JMO mentioned. The first two floors are like group collaboration floors. They've got huge tables, they've got computer labs. It's a really nice place to get some work done. Um, Close to the library too, and Tyra might be like, "Dang it, you're taking my answer here," but we have a sky bridge. It connects our Walb Student Union with our library, and that place is super super cool. It's kind of exactly what it sounds like. It's just this little bridge that's right in the middle of the air. It's got windows on both sides, so tons of natural light. There's whiteboards that you can use in there. You just have to bring your own markers, and then there's also like places to charge your laptops and stuff, and so that's another really cool one to use as well.
Okay. Sydney.
My favorite place to go, I would say our cafe. Um, I normally go down there, do homework a little bit, but mostly take a nap, watch a movie, eat a snack. So it's kind of my favorite time, my favorite way to pass time.
All right, Tyra.
John did steal my answer. I am always at the Sky Bridge, which is right next to the library. I am taking organic chemistry this semester. So much fun. So I am always studying in between classes. I don't think there's a time that I'm not studying when I'm on campus with my major. So that is where I always am. And I always go down to the admissions and just take a break and talk to my favorite people.
All right, so we got like 3 minutes left. Don't see any other questions. So the final question is kind of hard. Literally, what is the hardest thing about college? And I want you to say, even though it's hardest, what's the thing that keeps you motivated and keep going? Give a second. 10, 9. We're good. Makaylee look ready. So Makaylee goes.
So for me, the hardest thing about college was definitely time management. I like most people seem to breeze through high school for whatever reason. And I got to college and I knew that it would be harder, but I didn't know how much harder, especially my sophomore and junior year. I had to do a lot more studying than I ever thought. So taking the time to study. What got me through it is my friends and family just always being there for me. Especially now with having a phone, I can FaceTime or call my parents even though I'm an hour and a half away.
Okay. Sydney.
Just kind of bouncing off Makaylee, I would definitely say finding a balance between school and then like personal life. Because, like, yes, we go to college, we got to get our schoolwork done, those kinds of things, but definitely knowing when to, say, okay, I need a break. Okay, I need to, take a day to kind of collect myself. Definitely think about your mental health. I think that was the hardest part, coming into it. And then what was the other part? Sorry, I always do that.
How do you stay motivated?
Oh, friends. I don't know. I think just thinking about the end goal of where I really want to be, and knowing that you're passionate about this specific thing that you're, going to school for. I think for me, that's how I continue to push through.
Okay. My last 2 people, you got to hit it real fast for me. I'm sorry, but I want all you guys to get it. So Tyra, go.
Taking time for myself with studying, especially this semester, and then 2 jobs on campus as well. It's a lot. What gets me through it is my friends and family, and a quote: when you feel like quitting, think about why you started. I've worked way too hard since I was like 12 years old, and I want to get there.
All right, good. John.
Tyra pretty much hit my own answer, just straight up. Like, staying motivated is the hardest thing. So just make a checklist, some goals that you want to hit just every day, something small, easily attainable, so that like at the end of the night you can be like, I did accomplish something, and you'll feel good about it. And it'll go a long way. Those little things will definitely add up. And so that's definitely how I get through my day to day.
And what was the hardest part?
just staying motivated
Okay.
itself.
All right. And J-Mo.
Okay, so yes, what everybody said is basically the hardest part was with time management and basically making a balance between life, and how I stay motivated is from like my family and friends. I know that was fast, but
Oh, you got it. Thank you.
you're welcome.
We're done.
Okay. Awesome. I just want to thank everybody for being a part of our webinar today. If you would please take a few moments and just answer the 4-question survey at the end of this, that would be very helpful. StriveScan also would like to encourage you to watch additional sessions. Thank you again for your time. We hope that it was informational, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.